Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us for this Canadian Observatory on Homelessness research session on post-pandemic realities. Before we begin, I want to acknowledge that since this meeting is being held online, a singular land acknowledgement does not capture the richness of our distribution across many locations in Canada and around the world. There are a few places on Earth that someone before us has not called home. As the Canadian Observatory on Homelessness is hosted at York University in Toronto, I would like to share the land acknowledgement that is used at York University, and I invite all guests who are joining us today to consider their own position with regard to the land where they find themselves. As the COH acknowledges its presence on the traditional territory of many Indigenous nations. The area known as Toronto has been taken care of by the Anishinaabe Nation, the Haudenosaunee Confederacy, and the Huron-Wendat. It is now home to many First Nation, Inuit, and Métis communities. We acknowledge the current treaty holders, the Mississaugas of the Credit First Nation. This territory is subject of the Dish with One Spoon Wampum Belt. And with that, I'd like to introduce our speakers today. First, we have Justine Levesque from the COH presenting on supporting frontline workers in the homelessness support sector during and after COVID-19. Next, we have Julia Markovich from the Canada Mortgage and Housing Corporation presenting on understanding evictions, new CMHC research for prevention, policy, and practice. And lastly, we have David French from Away Home Canada sharing learnings from the youth homelessness serving sector during COVID-19. During the presentations, please feel free to pose your questions using the Q&A box, and we'll get to them at the very end. And with that, here's our first presenter, Justine.